See if there's any remnants of those cows he was talking about. Maybe he's got some propane in here. On day 49, Margaret wakes up early-ish and the weather is still atrocious outside. She investigates the dead farmer's barn, but there isn't much here. Definitely not any cows. Margaret and Beatrice continue on that wet morning around wrecked cars until they stumble across a post van surrounded by its unfortunate uniformed employees and a promising-looking field that might have more crops in. Time to stop and get a little wet, Margaret. Which means we want to forage for some crops, I think. Even though we've got plenty of food. Oh dear. Seems like the whole Kentucky's entire police force. Police force? Postal boys. Postal people were in this van trying to escape, probably. Maybe all that work. Hey. Come to put you out of your misery. I'll collect all your hats. Bring any supplies with you? Yeah, you did. Looks like they were stocked up, trying to escape. Yeah, and they had a map of Louisville. Maybe that's where they were trying to go. As Margaret wanders the fields in the rain looking for crops, she thinks about those poor posties. All 5 of them, tucked in a small van, meagre supplies at the ready, trying to escape to Louisville of all places. One of them might have turned in the back of the van, ripped another's throat out, until it all screeched to a stop, and their dead bodies came back to life and stumbled into the woods. Horrific. It is no surprise that Margaret starts to feel uneasy in the wet field. Oh, she's having a rough time of it. Having a lot of panic attacks. Is it the spy? I think it's the spy from Team Fortress 2. Ah, yes, a pillbug. Oh, I have a story to tell you about pillbugs. Oh, 3 wild lemons. We could make something tasty with that fish and lemon that we have. Fish and lemon stir fry. Margaret. They drive a little further and Margaret hops out of the bus. She kills a few of the zombies in the area and proceeds on foot towards the gas station. One of the zombies is kitted out, so she promptly caves his head in with a crowbar. He's got some goodies on him, that's for sure. More fun stuff here. First aid kit, shells bandolier. Yeah. Careful, Margaret, you almost forgot your hat over here. Can't leave your hat behind. Bucket hat. Yeah, you haven't got one of those yet. Something unique for your collection. She's a little worn out, so she goes back to the bus to have a nice chilled luncheon. Fish, wild egg and mushroom stir fry with a dash of lemon. A new bug for our collection. A tiny little pill bug. Nice and cautious, Margaret. No need to get yourself into any scrapes. I'll repair. Come on. Gotta be some goodies. Regardless, I think we can probably do some work on Margaret here. Not Margaret. Beatrice. So it was a fairly productive day in terms of zombie slaying, but the auto repair shop was another dud. One day she'll find one with some actual decent loot inside. Bucket hat. It's ghostly gibbous. Wear hat on hat. Wow, Margaret. That's a stunning look for you. I think we'll keep that for now. Margaret reads her book wearing her lovely new hat. It was a slow, rhythmic kind of day, and she feels pretty warm and fuzzy inside of Beatrice. It's days like today, cleaving zombies to pieces with her reliable crowbar that keep Margaret going. Maybe, just maybe, she'll find her darling Stinky Leslie one day. You look so silly, Margaret. I love it. Good night. 5:10. It's a little early. Have this stir fry for breakfast. The fish and the eggs and the mushrooms and all those goodies. We'll read one more magazine before we head out. Nice. She drives Beatrice towards the auto repair shop, takes care of a few zombies, and decides to finally take some clothes off. This hot summer sun and zombie slaying are making her extremely sweaty. Okay, we're going to start getting tired, so let's just sit on the floor here, have a smoke. Our silly new hat. You look ridiculous. Cool, calm and collected, Margaret. She's unpleasantly hot. She's got to be so stinky in all those clothes. She's just got so many clothes on. Look at them all. Tank top, bulletproof jacket, a crop top. She's just wearing so many clothes. Good stuff. Okay, let's go back to Beatrice. Where did I put her? She's up here, isn't she? Yeah. And it's back to Beatrice for some lunch on this jazzy afternoon. 2 very herby spicy carrots to be enjoyed, Margaret. I don't think they're gonna quench that peckish hunger you have, because it is literally just 2 carrots, but she needs a little rest as well. Your hat is so silly, Margaret. Oh, we can see her face paint now too. I think. Yeah, you can. She put on some camo. This area is somewhat clear, but I think I want to take her up this way to the food market. She's feeling fresh, ready to kick some butt. And they just keep coming, don't they? She checks out the food market and gets even more food. She's set for weeks at this point. Margaret stares lovingly at all the rotten fruit and cakes, and then finds the holy grail for any budding nomad survivor on the road. The one, the only, army surplus store. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Let's push our way quietly towards that then, shall we? Maybe tomorrow. She's moderately exerted. It's taking it so easy. Margaret is just relaxing. She's got all the time in the world to read a couple more magazines before bed. Get our reading in, basically. Already read, unread. Noisemaker. Sure, why not? Let's read how to make some dough and batter and stuff. Wicked. Nice. Just read all of these. All these. Get yourself a little beer, I think, as a little treat. You killed a lot of zombies today with your silly hat on. 1,494 zombies killed. Wow. Nice, have a little puff puff. Let's kill some zombies. Have a little look, shall we? Oh, baby. I love this place. Margaret pillages pretty much everything she can carry from the surplus store. Ammo, guns, clothing, you name it, Margaret pockets it. She also pauses for a moment in the toilet. Wash yourself in the toilet, Margaret. Lovely, rub that toilet water on your face. Hear someone snuffling around outside? Yes, really rub it in, Margaret. Really rub it in. Overall then, not even really that useful. I mean, we've got loads of ammo and all kinds of good bits and pieces, but no propane. propane torches is what we need more than anything right now. Everything else means nothing. Eerily quiet here now, after we killed all the zombies. It's almost something quite comforting about their shambling presence, you know? So I say we head this way? Because I still think this might be one of our best options for finding more propane. This area is very built up, wasn't it? It seems to be doing circles though, sort of. Yeah, I say we go down. So off they venture for about 30 seconds before Margaret gets distracted again. I might want to check out what's down here though, actually. Okay. Keep moving. Not going to take Beatrice because she does seem to kind of run into some problems when it's that tight. Any barbecues? She's looking for barbecues for more propane tanks. But apparently this neighbourhood aren't the barbecuing type. Or at least, they aren't anymore. Never used to be. Margaret gets a little confused. Doesn't look like it. Just more zombies. Anybody home? You know what that means. Perfectly barricaded window. It's time to have a bath. Take your 80 layers of clothing off, Margaret. Ah yes, have a bath with your hat on and your bandoliers. Perfect. Just going to check out that truck over there, because I think I can probably just get the last bit of this mechanic skill done. Just fixated on some key things. Mechanics, propane, killing zombies. Ah, there we go. There's the mechanics level we needed. Now we can take all these engine parts. Nice. We can go and fix up Beatrice's little face. Something about this hat that Margaret's put on has just turned her into an absolute zombie killing machine. She has no reason to even kill these zombies. She's just doing it because the hat is commanding her to do so. Any barbecues? Yo, anybody got any barbecues? Not that I can see. Just not that kind of neighborhood, eh? Let's get out of here. We need somewhere with more cars, more propane torches, etc, etc. We're on a mission, Margaret. You know? We're on a mission. Keep going. On they go. Margaret stops to forage a little, then spies some more interesting things around the next bend. Oh, Kentucky, you are a veritable basket of delicious oddities. Get your hands off my bus, you filthy little rat. What do you think you're doing? Get your hands off my bus. Oh, I didn't even see you. You're blending in with the foliage. Survivor here. I'll take care of. Sometimes they have cheese. He's got cheese and bread. Ooh. There. Bounty hunter. Do you know what that means? We could have a cheese sandwich. Yes, Margaret, we can have a cheese sandwich for dinner. We're just going to pay our respects to the church first, and then we'll move on. Very quiet. Not any church hangings we can pick up. Take with us. Let's have yourself a delicious cheese sandwich for dinner, Margaret. She ran back to the bus, so excited to eat her cheese sandwich. Oh, a delicious cheese sandwich. Cheese and tomato. Cheese and wild garlic. Cheese and ketchup. Yes, that sounds like right up Margaret Street. Again, Leslie's favourite meals. Cheese and ketchup sandwich. Enjoy it, Margaret. Think of your dinky husband. And we'll have a cigarette as well, actually. Before bed, to try and cheer herself up after that miserably nostalgic cheese and ketchup sandwich, she watches a VHS. Even though she can't really see, because there's quite a lot of hats in the way and also a plant. But let's see what's on. Heard a guy pass through town the other day, big mustache, name of Kelly. Funny name for a mustache. Next one might be passing through your spittoon. Alright, Kelly passed through town, said he'd be back in 3 nights. Little reminder of the old world, isn't it? Humans used to just shoot at each other. Bet they wouldn't do it now. All dead. Not really sure what was going on, but it seemed like Margaret enjoyed it. It cheers her up, sort of, and she practices reloading her shotgun for an hour before bed. Next time she meets one of those hordes, she's going to be goddamn ready. Okay, time for bed, you little nutter. On day 52, Margaret starts the day with some tailoring, really hardly any at all, because most of her clothes, all 100 pieces of them, are in okay condition. Then it's time to set out on another long journey, through fields, past zombies and around police blockades. She passes the Akron Inn, where she spent a night a few days ago, and then drives into town. Ah, finally, the fabled industrial building she's been looking for. Margaret hops out to start securing her sweet loot. Hopefully. Just need to pull them out. Don't want to go in that dark hole. Looks like there's quite a few in there. This guy's just stuck on the door like an idiot. Makes me, like, not want to walk in there. In case he just changes his mind last second and just grabs me from behind. I'm going in. I knew it. To be honest, there's not much inside. Mostly tools she already has, but she does find 2 massive propane tanks, which is a massive get. That's plenty to get started on some big upgrades for Beatrice. Now she just needs more sheets, pipes, bars and other bits and pieces to really get underway. Another note here. To Sandy. If you come in today, I've gone home. My head was hurting real bad. Don't worry about closing up, just lock the doors and I'll see you the next couple of days. Yeah. Unlikely. Ugh, look at them all. She loots 2 more buildings and just finds more old tools. Plenty of good stuff to disassemble here, so that's what she'll do. Very quiet here though. Could be a nice place to work on Beatrice. So, let's give it a go. Margaret takes apart every shelf, cabinet and counter, levelling up metalworking while she's at it and getting plenty of materials for Beatrice and her upgrades. This continues on day 53. Nice. Beatrice is going to look so good with these upgrades. I can't wait to see her. Let's not smoke a cigarette right next to the propane. How about that, Margaret? Seems like a terrible idea. She disassembles even more metal stuff, brings it back to the bus, and then attempts Beatrice's very first upgrade. Oh baby. A spiked plough. We won't know until we turn her around. We're going to save the plough for a little surprise when she turns around, and Margaret spends the rest of the day actually fixing up various other bits of Beatrice's inside. She's looking better than ever. Nice. Long, hard day of work, Margaret. Go in and get yourself a nice, easy little snack. Actually, we're going to grab a bottle of red wine. You've been toiling. You've been toiling over the front of Beatrice. So, have a little celebratory glug of red wine, I think, Margs. It's more of the same on day 54, but she's looking for bars and pipes specifically, which come from... so it's all toilets and sinks and stuff give pipes, which makes sense. Doesn't it, Margaret? So we'll pop back in here. So peaceful, really. It's lovely manual toil. With those materials, she can start adding more upgrades, like these wheel protectors. Nice. Get some protection on her. Nice. And the door, of course. Oh, she's gonna look so good. This is hard bloody work though, isn't it? You also need to make yourself a big fat stew, Margaret. Oh, I can't wait to see what my Beatrice looks like. She's gonna look crazy. She fills her pot with water from the dispenser inside and makes a bean and bread stew. Margaret is losing weight again, and she must eat. This is going to be delicious. Hopefully it makes you very full, Margaret. Beans and bread soup. Delectable. Listen to it bubble. Okay, just slurp it down. Oh, she had a bit of a panic attack whilst reading. Something in the metalworking book must have spooked her. It's okay, it's just nuts, bolts and pipes. Don't worry about it, Margaret. They can't hurt you. Maybe. Maybe they can. Maybe they're evil pipes. Okay, time for bed. On day 55, she makes yet another stew. She must eat. This is an enormous stew. Glug it. Dance, dance, spin around whilst you eat it, Margaret. Then she heads out to hunt for more toilets and sinks in some nearby buildings. She loots the sink. Tasty pipes. Then it's back to Beatrice for more stew. Lovely. Another soup on the go. Living the life, Margaret. Nice and easy. Make you plump again, Margaret Plump. Basically created a bomb bus. This is so dangerous. Imagine if it exploded. So we need more metal bars for the window protection. We need more metal bars for the roof. And that's it, actually. Then we're ready. Alright, let's see what she looks like, shall we? Oh boy. Oh boy. He looks crazy. Oh, Beatrice. Oh, mean killing machine. Right then, I say we go this way. Continue on our adventure. Let's go. Upgraded. Look at that armored door as well. No one's getting in my bus. Okay. So Beatrice has now truly evolved into a battle bus. Watch this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And there's a petrol station here and everything. It's a little busy. Nothing Margaret can't handle. Especially with this baseball bat, my goodness. Ah, a delicious dehydrated meat stick. Margaret's favourite. These trailers might be good because there might be just a high concentration of toilets and sinks in each one. So I think we should check them out. Might have to be tomorrow's job though. She's already a little bit exerted. She just needed a tiny rest. Marmalade and peanut butter. Alright, let's head back. She's sleepy. She got some bits and pieces. Just pop back. Play it nice and easy, I think. Excellent few days' work, Margaret. We've progressed a lot. She reads before bed and says goodnight to eggs. Good night, Margaret.